back in the stands. A few more older generations here in the gym tonight to cheer on the Lady Grizzlies. And it's a sight to see the whole way across. We've got cardboard cutouts lining the whole back row. The students are in hand. The grandparents and parents are in hand. Now, Jack, let's get some keys tonight for these Lady Grizzlies.
Sure, so I think the first one's going to be offensive rebounding. That is a huge part of this Lady Grizzly team. It has been all season long, and it usually is year in and year out, dominating the offensive rebounds and getting those second chance shots. And so that kind of leads into my second key, which is going to be make those second chance shots. Make those 2-foot shots that are right there. It seems like we do not get the majority of those shots to fall. We kind of shoot a weaker shot than we maybe could. We opt to shoot a harder shot than we could make for ourselves. We'll kind of get an offensive rebound and just kind of throw it back up. I'd like to see our bigs down there after we get an offensive rebound establish themselves again and then go back up strong and use the glass. And if we finish at the glass, we would have had a lot more running clocks this season because we've missed a lot of short shots off offensive rebounds. And then the third one is going to be transition offense. At times, we're usually pretty good at it because our defense is good enough to create those transition offense points, or opportunities, I should say, because not always do we finish in transition. Sometimes we trip over our feet a little bit. So I'd like to see us play some transition offense, but paced and calm and finish smoothly.
As the Grizzly band gets rocking again, there's Jack's 3 keys to a Lady Grizzly victory here tonight. As we await the starting lineups of the Lady Bulldogs, as we've yet to see them take off their warm-ups, we'll go ahead and give you the Lady Grizzlies starting lineup as we fully expect it to stay the same. Lady Grizzlies come to tonight ranked number 6 in Class 4A in the state of Kansas, holding steady in that spot, looking for an improvement tonight. As it looks like the starting lineup will be this for the Lady Grizzlies. Number 10, a 5'8 junior, Carson Stewart. Number 12, a 5'7 junior, Lauren Forbes. Number 33, a 6-foot junior, Anna Dean. Number 42, a 5'11 junior, Madison Brannon. And number 54, a 5'10 senior, Elsie Sorrell. So again, for the Lady Grizzlies, we've got Stewart, Forbes, Dean, Brannon, and Sorrell. Lady Bulldogs still yet to reveal their starting lineup as we are continuing to wait for that to come. Let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsors for tonight's ball game. This broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. We also want to say thank you to Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Nodine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, Corner Store in Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. As we see these starting lineups appear for these Lady Bulldogs, we'll give them to you as we see them appear. As I'm going through and circling them as their warm-up tops come off. Jack?
Number 10, Rochelle Reichenberger.
We've got 10,
and
30.
It is kind of hard to see from up here.
Yeah.
25, Kaylee Thorpe.
Okay, so we got, man, girls, 12, Abby Veal. I remember her from last year a little bit. Okay. We'll kind of go with them as they go. We don't have her in the lineup. Everybody who's listening right now is probably thinking, man, these guys are crazy. But if anybody else is sitting here.
Man, can they see? I think I see a 14.
There is a 14. I did get her circled.
Okay.
So we're going to go with this starting lineup. I believe I'm about 99.9% right, but there's about a 1/10% chance that I'm not. As now they stand up. It's going to be number 10, a 5'5 senior, Rochelle Reichenberger. And for the Lady Bulldogs, number 12, a 5'8 sophomore, Abby Vale. Number 14, a 5'8 senior, Mariah Bollinger. Number 20, or no, not number 20. Number 20 is not starting. Number 25, a 5'6 senior, Kaylee Thorpe, and number 30, a 5'11 senior, Riley Powell. So again, for the Bulldogs, it's Reichenberger, Vale, Bollier, Thorpe, and Powell. As let's take one final 30-second timeout. When we come back, we will have your play-by-play for the Lady Grizzlies, Jack Leak III.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're just moments away from tip-off here in Altamont, Kansas, between the Labette County Lady Grizzlies and the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. And Will, as we have a moment here as they get set, this is a big game as we look forward here, because Thursday, in 2 days, we play Chanute, both boys and girls. And so this would be a huge week to be able to go 2-0 or 3-0. We play Parsons on Friday. So this is a big week, or a big 2 days, for these Lady Grizzlies to get a couple big wins in this race in the SEK.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can't sleep on them either. The
Right.
Lady Grizzlies still have 2 matchups with the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons,
Right.
who are quietly undefeated and ranked in 5A women's basketball.
So here we go to start things off. It will be Independence basketball. Running point will be Vale, the 5'8" sophomore, and guarding her will be Carson Stewart. Anna Dean's going to pick her up as she gets all the way to the hoop and lays it in for 2. A quick 2 points there from Abby Vale.
Yeah, and there was no denial. Carson got screened, no talking, and they went right around.
Yeah, there was no help off that screen. Here's Elsie Sowell in the corner. She'll throw it into the paint to Madison Brandon. She'll turn and kick it out to Stewart, who pulls up from 10 foot. Long, no good. Rebound Bollinger. 2-0 Bulldogs here early in this one. Here's Stewart screened again, and it's going to be an offensive foul on number 30, Riley Powell. She was the one who set the screen prior to create the 2 points for Vale, but on that one, she moved just a little too late.
If I was to guess right now, in Coach Bird's first year, there's going to be a lot of screens for Vale and a lot of kickouts for 3.
Yeah, here's Sowell in the corner yet again for Labette County on their second possession of the ball game. Here's Forbes swinging it around the perimeter to Stewart left side. She's looking for a cutting Brandon. She'll hit her left-handed layup is pure for Madison Brandon. Nice look from Carson Stewart inside to Madison Brandon. Knotted up at 2 here. Labette County in their half-court press, if you will.
We haven't seen this in a while either.
Yeah, we haven't. It has been a minute. As the ball is picked away here by Forbes. She is in the open court, nothing but hardwood ahead of her. Her right-handed layup is strong, no good, and she'll get her own rebound here and try to kick it up top, but no one's there. She'll find Sowell in the corner, and that's those 2-footers and transition offense I was talking about. Here's a 3 for Stewart, long, no good. Rebound tossed around here, will be whipped down by Vale, and she's pushing the pace the other way hard. She gets all the way to the paint. Dean's the only one. She'll reject it at the rim. Elsie Sowell catches it. Outputs it all the way to Madison Brandon on the other end, who gets it to go for 2. So there's the transition.
Anna Dean.
Yes, as Anna Dean. Independence was getting ready to score a bucket of their own in transition, and Dean turned it into 2 for Labette County. 4-2 Labette County here early. Forbes all over Vale, almost picks it away again, but she does not. Grizzlies here looks like in their 3-2 zone here, and Independence trying to find a hole in that zone. In the corner now is Reichenberger. Looking inside. She'll hit Powell, but she's fouled by Anna Dean, it looked like. So that'll be it is Anna Dean.
An interesting sight is, we'll talk about it more in the boys' game, but Brad Smith makes his return to Labette County High School, and he walks in front of the student section. You just see all the boys start razzing on him.
Oh, yeah, gotta love Coach Smith. Here's Anna Dean. She steals the inbound and lays it in for 2 on the other end. So 4 transition points for Labette County here early, 6-2. 2 minutes into the first quarter in this one. Bulldog basketball. Here's Vale. She gets right by Stewart. Sorrell picks her up this time. She'll kick it to the corner. Powell whipping it around the perimeter. Squaring up for 3 is Thorpe. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound is brought down by Powell. She'll turn, shoot long, no good. Offensive rebound by Vale. The Independence fans want some fouls, but they're not getting them as the Bulldogs will slow it down here. Reichenberger at the top.
Not a good start for the Labette County Grizzlies on the boards. Independence is sending 4 black jerseys in the lane every time.
Yes.
You got to put a body on somebody.
Yes, you do, because slowly that'll start to eat you alive. Here, right wing is Thorpe in front of the student section. And the pass is almost stolen away by Forbes. She misses on this one, and we're going to have a traveling call on Ballinger. And we have a couple new faces checking in for Independence is number 15, Haley Stover. And we have a timeout here, Coach Bird. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick 30 seconds on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
6-2, Lady Grizzlies lead the Lady Bulldogs of Independence here with 5:24 to go in the first quarter. It will be Lady Grizzly basketball. Again, a couple new faces checking in. It is Haley Stover in for the Bulldogs, and Claire Carnahan, I believe, yes, checked in for Anna Dean. Here on the other end is Forbes. She had a layup attempt but didn't take it, and Claire Carnahan is called for traveling. So Forbes, maybe a lack of confidence on that one. She could have leaned into her defender and tried to get to the free throw line, but not a bad decision in all.
And an interesting decision by Coach Bird to go with full court pressure against a very good ball handling Labette County team.
Yeah, because if you get beat over the top, that can be deadly. Here's Bulldogs breaking the press is Vale. She gets all the way to the paint and puts it up, and one for Abby Vale. So she'll go to the free throw line to try to convert for her 5th point for these Lady Bulldogs.
The Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, and all 4 in the paint.
Yep. I don't think she's going to settle too much. We saw Aitchison last year. She wanted to settle for the 3. I don't think that's Vale's game at all.
I don't either. Vale's and one attempt is up and in and out, no good. Rebound brought down here by Elsie Sorrell, outlet. Carson Stewart now skip past Forbes, skip past Brandon in the corner. Here's Stewart, now Carnahan at the top of the key. She'll whip it inside to Lauren Forbes, who backs it out behind the perimeter. Here's Carnahan in the corner now. Bulldogs look to be in a man-to-man. Here's Stewart, now Brandon. She'll pull up for a deep 3 and long, no good. Offensive rebound by Elsie Sorrell. She'll kick it back out to Forbes. There's that offensive rebounding that we're so used to seeing from these Lady Grizzlies, especially Elsie Sorrell. Elsie has it in the corner. She'll throw it low block to Stewart. She'll kick it free throw line. Carnahan banks it off the glass, and it is good. So 8-4, Labette County here, halfway through the first quarter in Harrison.
Extend the bank hours another hour. It's all right.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Here is Bulldog basketball. It'll be Thorpe now running the offense here on this possession. Here's Brandon up on her. Now right in front of the student section, right side is Stover. Carson Stewart gets in the passing lane, but she gets beat backdoor by Vale. It is tipped off her hands and corralled inside the paint by Thorpe. 2 girls hit the deck, and we have a jump ball. It'll be Lady Grizzly basketball here. Or that was number 14, Mariah Ballinger on the deck, rather, not Thorpe. So we have a couple new Grizzlies checking in. Anna Dean replaces Elsie Sorrell. That looks to be it for the moment. Here's Brandon inbounding it. Again, like Will said, Bulldogs picking him up full court. Here's Brandon now.
It's full
now
court man-to-man at that.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's not necessarily a press. I mean, it's just man-to-man full court. Here's an entry pass from Dean to Brandon. She'll turn, shoot, and score off the glass for Madison Brandon. 2 points in the book, 10-4, Labette County here. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shelby Wilson makes her way to the scoring booth for the Lady Grizzlies. Here's a 3-pointer head faked by Stober. She'll turn on Anna Dean, but have to kick it out left side. Here's Vale. Vale kicks it out. Thorpe for 3, long, no good. Now Dean off the defensive rebound. She'll skip pass it up ahead to Brandon. It's a 2-on-3. She'll wisely back it out. Here's Dean, long skip pass to Stewart. She'll square up 4-3. Little strong, no good. Defensive rebound brought down here by Vale. Vale, again, wasting no time, coming the other way. She wants to score, but she'll have it stolen away by Carson Stewart, and we have another jump ball as Vale tracked it back down. This time it will be Lady Bulldog basketball. In comes Shelby Wilson.
It's amazing. This game's going to turn into a track meet. It's going to come down to which team's in better shape or has got more depth at this point. I would expect the Lady Bulldogs at some point to try and slow it down, but maybe that is their plan walking into this game is I want to play up and down with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I don't feel like these Lady Grizzlies necessarily prefer a pace of play. They're pretty good at different paces of play, yes. Bulldog basketball in the corners. Thorpe. She shot a couple of threes tonight. Hasn't gotten one to go. She'll swing it on this one. Entry pass is stolen away by Anna Dean. She'll push it up for Labette County. She'll skip pass up ahead to Carnahan, who turns and picks it up on the baseline. Here's Wilson swinging it around to Forbes. Now Dean at the top looking inside. She'll hit Carnahan. Takes one dribble. Kicks it out to a hot Shelby Wilson. Short, no good. Offensive rebound here by Carnahan. And she has it just stolen away here underneath from Stover. And it's Bulldog basketball. Here comes Thorpe now. 10-4 Lady Grizzlies as Thorpe gets caught traveling here at the logo. And in comes number 24 for the Lady Bulldogs. We don't have a number 24, so maybe
freshman.
Try to listen. Oh, yep.
Camden Eichison.
Ooh, that last name sounds familiar.
It might be a sister.
So Camden Eichison, the 5'4" freshman, comes in, as well as I believe saw 21 Mercy Smith checking into the game for the Lady Bulldogs, and Jasmine Perez comes in for Elsie Sorrell. Grizzly basketball. Here's Wilson coming off of a Brandon screen. She'll square up from 30 feet, and it is good. Nothing but net for Shelby Wilson. She shot well in that Burlington Invitational, and we see another glimpse of that good shooting right there. 13-4 Lady Grizzlies, 2 minutes to go.
And that's the role Wilson's got to develop, is understand
right.
My job's not to drive. I'm going to play good defense. I'm going to sit on the perimeter and help space them out so Brandon can hopefully eventually open up later on the
Try
season.
to loosen up the defense a little bit. Here's Bulldog basketball. It's deep baseline. Harassed by Dean is Powell. She'll find out at the top is Vale. She'll drive, put up a floater. No good. No foul is called, but they'll say it was blocked, so it will stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Vale being very aggressive, as we kind of predicted after the first two drives she had. In comes Elsie Sorrell replacing Anna Dean. Nobody in foul trouble. Grizzlies 2 team fouls. Lady Bulldogs with just 1. Minute 47 to go in the first quarter. Smith can't find an inbounder. She'll chuck it up to the safety, and it's stolen away here by Jasmine Perez. She has Forbes ahead of her. She'll hit her, but it's thrown out of bounds. So nice job by Jasmine Perez keeping her head up, but just a little bit too much sauce on that pass. It'll be Lady Bulldog ball.
And we're just going to go ahead and break our fans' hearts right now. Guys, if you're expecting scores or scoring totals for everybody tonight, don't expect that. We do not have a book. If anybody wants to donate one to your awesome radio crew, we gladly accept it.
Please do. Eichison almost has her pocket picked, and it's stolen away here by Forbes. Coming the other way, she misses her layup attempt. Here's Wilson at the elbow for 2. So a nice recovery there off of a missed layup. That's right. Wilson showing glimpses of maybe just shooting without thinking. She caught that and instantly shot, as Will said. Here's Perez all over the newly checked-in freshman. And we're going to have a foul here, either on Perez or Wilson. They both kind of collapsed on the ball. It will be on Jasmine Perez here. And into the game again comes Carson Stewart replacing Lauren Forbes. And for the Lady Bulldogs, sitting down is Eichison, and coming in is Thorpe. Just over 70 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 15-4 Labette County. Grizzlies seem to be back in a man-to-man. Here is Vale getting by Wilson, but stopped. She'll kick it out to the perimeter now. Here is Thorpe. She has her pocket picked here by Jasmine Perez off the pass. Nothing but open court for Perez, and she'll lay it in for 2 on the other end. 17-4 Labette County.
And here we were talking about a close game. Lady Grizzlies proved us wrong here to start this first quarter anyways.
Yeah, double-digit lead is always good, especially in the first quarter. Here's Stewart cutting off Smith baseline. She'll whip it to the other baseline to Powell. She'll take 2 dribbles and kick it to the right elbow. Here's Vale, tries to get up a layup, and it'll be tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. They're not calling a lot of fouls. I'm not saying they're missing any calls, but, I don't know. I kind of like it when games are like this. It's not bad.
The Lady Grizzlies play so tenacious on the defensive end. If you're an official, you're thinking, man, they're straight up. They're getting the ball. It looks worse than it is. But, and we say that, Jack, you did your famous announcer jinx, and there's a foul.
Yeah, as Vale hoisted one up in the trees, and it is no good. But like Will said, she is fouled. So Vale will go to the line to shoot 2. Vale's first free throw is up and good, nothing but net.
I will say I can keep track of this one on scoreboard. Vale's got 5 points.
That is true. Lady Bulldogs with 5 points, let alone they all came from the same player, Abby Vale. And here comes Madison Hayward for the Lady Grizzlies, checking in for Carson Stewart. Vale 1 free throw to come, trying to cut this Grizzly lead to 11. It is up, and it is good. So 6 points for Abby Vale. That is all of the Lady Bulldogs' points. 30 seconds and counting to go. Lady Grizzlies with the rock. Here's Perez off the feed from Hayward, driving baseline. Floater no good off the side of the backboard. She sticks with it though. Perez creating a jump ball on this end, and it will stay with the Lady Grizzlies. And you got to love seeing that from Jasmine, as she could have just jogged back and gotten set, but she has.
She's such a high motor basketball player. That, like, if there's nothing going on, she's gonna go make something.
Yeah, she's got one of the better, I think, 40 or 100-yard dash times in the state, I believe, for girls. So she's definitely really quick. Here's Brandon squaring up from deep, and she'll can it. Madison Brandon from way beyond the arc, extending this Lady Grizzly lead to 14 with 9 seconds to go on the clock. Lady Bulldog basketball. Here's Vale trying to work on Wilson. 4 seconds on the clock. Vale will kick it to Thorpe. She'll hoist a deep three and can it. And she just kind of shrugs her shoulders as she is now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. So a nice shot there and much needed momentum for the Lady Bulldogs. 20-9, Lady Grizzlies, your score at the end of one. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout here on KLKC. You're listening to Lady Grizzly basketball.
Wood Doolahary Insurance 2020 is over. We're looking forward to a great 2021. The Chiefs are looking strong, and so are we.
Zoom calls are still part of everyday office life, and we're still social distancing.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
And proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
So you really couldn't ask for much more, Will, in a game like you said we thought was going to be a barn burner, which it still can be. Do not get me wrong. But the Lady Grizzlies take a 20-9 lead at the end of one quarter here in Altamont. But a big three from Kaylee Thorpe to close out the quarter. They needed that really bad.
Yeah, and her, like I was told you during the break, her shoulder shrug, like what the heck type mentality really didn't sit well with her assistant coach. The assistant coach immediately grabbed her before they went in the huddle. And that's kind of one of those things is the Grizzlies are already in the head of this Bulldog team. It's just a matter if they can keep it up.
Right.
And heck, I'm going to say it now, the Grizzlies are on pace for 80 points tonight.
I was getting ready to say 20 points in one quarter. I mean, that's great from these Lady Grizzlies. And it'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. Vale throwing it to the baseline. Here is Reichenberger backing it out. Now Thorpe fresh off of a deep three at the buzzer. Here is Vale pump faking. She's driving on Stewart. Pulls up from inside the paint. Strong, no good. Defensive rebounded here by Anna Dean. Here's Sorrell now up to Forbes, right side in front of the Bulldog bench. Here's Brandon in the corner, whipping it to the top to Dean, who throws it quickly inside to Sorrell. She'll shoot a running hook, long, no good. Dean crashes in for the offensive glass, and she'll put it up, and she's fouled. So Anna Dean will go to the line to shoot two to try to get this lead back to where it was for the Lady Grizzlies.
As the Independence coach, I'm sitting here watching what he's talking about. He's pleading his case down here thinking Vale got fouled, and the officials just keep saying they're straight up. She's initiating contact. You want me to call a charge? That might be my mentality right now.
As Anna Dean's first free throw is good. And yeah, to kind of touch on that, the team fouls Labette County with 4, Indy just with 2. So, I mean, we have more fouls than they do. Anna's second free throw rattles home. So 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Anna Dean. 22-9, Labette County here early in the second quarter in this one. Here's Bulldog basketball. It's Thorpe. Brandon eyeing her down. Here's Vale now in front of the Labette County student section. Here's Powell catching it, high elbow. She'll kick it out to Thorpe as she takes a couple dribbles inside. Now Vale back out. Here is Thorpe now at the top. She'll throw it inside, and it's picked away here by Carson Stewart. Carson Stewart's going to fling it to Lauren Forbes, who kicks it up to the corner. Madison Brandon. She's looking for a cutting Dean. It's not there. Here's Sorrell. Now Stewart. Nice look inside from Stewart to Dean, and Dean will turn, shoot, and score.
And nobody around.
That was pretty. Quick ball movement can really throw a defense off, and that is what the Grizzlies did there. Here is Stewart picking up Vale here on this possession. She'll switch ways around the screen. She'll throw it baseline. Here's Ballinger, and she loses it out of bounds. It'll be Lady Grizzly basketball. So one of the first turnovers the Lady Bulldogs have committed. You wouldn't think so because of the score 24-9, but they don't have too many turnovers. They've had a couple traveling calls. That's probably the third turnover of the game, which is pretty good whenever you're just looking at the score.
That's why I was sitting here trying to think through my head.
Yeah, I guess that's the first time they've just kind of carelessly thrown it away. Here's Brandon inside. She'll turn and shoot, and she's fouled. Nice entry feed from Anna Dean there to Madison Brandon. So Brandon's going to go to the line and try to extend the lead again for the Lady Grizzlies. I don't think we've had a substitution yet for maybe either team, as Brandon's first free throw is good. 25-9 Labette County. One more free throw to come from Madison Brandon. as to kind of extend on my statement, they don't look tired.
No.
And they're playing really well.
It's a Coach Snyder squad. Do you ever think
yeah,
they're tired?
for sure. As Brandon's second
heard
free throw is good.
The horror stories of her conditioning levels. I don't think that any of these girls.
I only have
tired.
mowing stories to tell, and those can be some tiresome days in the summer. Here is Thorpe trying to work it right side. She'll pick up her dribble. She'll throw it inside carelessly, and it's poked away by Dean and corralled by Stewart. Her intended receiver, if you will, was Vale off the cut. Here's Dean whipping it to the left corner. Forbes head fakes, and she's going to get caught traveling here. If she wouldn't have traveled, that baseline was there, but Forbes got a little antsy.
Looked like Tyree Keel catching that pass.
I got Chiefs by 14.
Yikes.
I don't know what the score is.
Yikes.
I got Chiefs by 14.
Chiefs by 7.
Okay, that's not a bad prediction.
I can't go 14.
Here is Vale with the ball working on Stewart. She'll decide to go to the right. She has it almost stolen away here by Stewart, forced to pick up her dribble. She'll throw it to the high right elbow, and corralling it is Powell working on Dean left side. Her pass is tipped by Dean and corralled by Forbes. Here's Brandon off the transition. She'll fling it to Dean left side. Left-handed layup's a little strong, no good. And we have a foul here. We'll see who this one's on. I'm not sure.
Madison Brandon.
Foul on Madison Brandon.
One thing I'm going to say right now, the thing about these Lady Grizzlies, just like that, Anna Dean got the steal. Anna Dean was the first one down the floor with Brandon. We haven't seen Dean, and it's nothing. I'm not saying she's played bad up to this point.
No.
But we haven't seen her run the floor like she is right now.
Yeah, good point. She was behind on that play, and then she was the farthest white jersey on this side. Here is Vale with the ball, left wing. Stewart all in her grill so far tonight. Vale still respectively with 6 of the Bulldog 9 points, but Stewart doing a great job on her so far. Here is Brandon harassing Thorpe at the logo. Here's Vale now driving right side, kicking it to the right baseline to Smith. Takes a couple dribbles and has her pass almost stolen. Here's Vale corralling it on the baseline, reversing it back out to the top. Now to Thorpe. Thorpe back to Vale. Vale chooses to go baseline. She's cut off by Stewart. Her entry pass is stolen away here by Elsie Sewell, but Vale picks it up off the deck. Across the paint pass to Powell, and she's fouled by what looked like was Madison Brandon. So 2 quick fouls, I believe, anyways, for Madison Brandon. I'm not the best at predicting fouls, as it is on Madison Brandon. So 2 quick fouls for Madison Brandon. That'll be the Grizzlies' 6th team foul. So if the Bulldogs have anything going for them, it's the foul count.
Yeah, and you still got halfway to go through this the second quarter.
Correct, as Powell's first free throw finds its way home. And Perez comes in for Brandon, and Carnahan comes in for Sorrell, as does Wilson for Dean.
It's a little different. You sit here and you hear student section making noise on free throws.
I know. There have been times in past games where I would say, I would refer to the student section, but it was non-existent. But It's here tonight. As Powell's second free throw is long, no good. And a correction on that substitution. Wilson came in for Stewart, not Dean. So Dean, Carnahan, Wilson, Forbes, and Perez on the court for the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Wilson with the rock on the left wing, right in front of Coach Smith. Here is Forbes right wing, now Dean in the corner. Poking at it is Powell, but Dean's going to swing it around. Here's Perez at the top. She's looking for somebody on the left side, and she'll find Wilson. Now Carnahan deep left corner. Now Wilson. Here's Perez at the top. They're really working it around the perimeter, looking for the post inside.
They're running their offense.
Right.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure it's almost the same offense as what Coach Argenbright runs. If not
it
the same.
It does kind of look similar, as Shelby Wilson gets a nice feed from the top of the key from Claire Carnahan, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it was Claire Carnahan. I want to give her credit for that because that was a beautiful pass. So Wilson's going to go to the line to try to convert on the old-fashioned three-point play, and it is short, no good, and it looks like Anna Dean's going to get a foul here off of the rebound attempt. So that will be the 7th Grizzly team foul. So from now on, the Lady Bulldogs will be 1-1 from the free throw line here for the next 4 minutes here in the first half. 28-10, Labette County. A couple new Bulldogs checking in. It will be number 13, another freshman, Alexandra Jones, 5'10" freshman, replacing number 21, Mercy Smith.
And we're going to get a name correction. Number 12, okay, Abby Veely.
Veely, okay.
Veely. Shout out to the person who texted me because I know they're an Independence fan. They're watching the Grizzly broadcast tonight.
Yeah, thanks for that correction. Is Veely's free throw is long off the mark, so it will be Lady Grizzly basketball. Here's Elsie Sorrell at the top of the key. Now right corner, Wilson squares up from deep. Short, no good. Nice box out here by Veely. She's wasting no time coming the other way. It's just her and Lauren Forbes, and Veely comes up short, no good. Forbes off of the defensive rebound gives it up to Wilson. Wilson now skipping it ahead across the half-court line to Perez. Now Sorrell in the corner. Ball being worked around the perimeter. As Will mentioned, it looks kind of like Argerbright's offense. Here's Sorrell now. Yes. Here, and we're going to have a foul on the inside on Riley Powell, as she doesn't really agree with that call. As she was kind of bumping around Elsie Sorrell down there, they're going to call a push on her. So coming in for Labette County's Carson Stewart for Lauren Forbes, and Riley Reichenberger replaces Abby Veely.
Man, I'm glad it's you doing the girls' game. You got a lot of names.
I know, and they're a mouthful. These Lady Bulldogs have some pretty lengthy last names. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this one. Grizzlies with an 18-point lead and the rock. Here's Stewart at the top. She's working on Reichenberger. She'll give it up to Wilson left side. Carnahan comes off the screen. She'll catch it from Wilson, and she hits a cutting Sorrell. She'll put up the left-handed layup. That is good for Elsie Sorrell. 30-10 Labette County here. And Will, you could kind of see that one coming. I saw you motioning over there.
Yeah, it was a 4-high set. I've seen it ran before, not ever at a Labette County game, but I've seen coaches run it. They set 4 up, 2 extended off the free throw line, 2 at the free throw line. It's just back cuts, and it opened up perfectly for Sorrell off the screen. Yes,
it did, as she came out of nowhere. Here's Perez working hard on Thorpe at the top. She's forced to pick up a dribble just shy of the logo here. Reichenberger is driving on Wilson. Wilson denies it, however. Here's Thorpe now on the outside. Reichenberger takes an edge on Wilson, and her entry pass is tipped out of bounds. It will be Lady Grizzly basketball. So nice on-the-ball defense there by the Lady Grizzlies on that possession, forcing a couple stray passes. Here's Perez off the skip from Wilson. She has an edge on Thorpe, and she'll take it all the way to almost the paint and kick it out now. Here's Sorrell at the top. Coming to get it is Stewart. Here's Perez right in front of the Indy bench, looking for a cutting Stewart. Nothing's there. She'll drive to the elbow and kick it out. Wilson left side. Here's Sorrell at the top. Now Stewart replaces her at the top. Here's Wilson now, right in front of the far official. Coming off the Carnahan screen, she'll kick it out to Perez, who squares up from deep. Off the mark, no good for Jasmine Perez. Rebounded here by the freshman Jones for the Bulldogs. Up the court now is Reichenberger. Gets all the way to the left elbow and kicks it out to Thorpe. Thorpe tries to go baseline, and on the ball, hands by Jasmine Perez, and it's stolen away by Wilson as Thorpe just kind of walks back. And here's Stewart on the other end, making a layup for 2.
There's sub coming to the table. I have a feeling I know who it's for.
Yeah, as Thorpe just, after she had the ball tipped away, just stood there and then walked back. And she's running point on this possession here, but she will give it up to Reichenberger. Here's Wilson cutting off Reichenberger. She wants to go baseline but cannot do it. Here is Thorpe now with the ball. Perez still right in her face. Thorpe kind of was touching her with that left arm. Good no call, however, as she was not creating enough contact. Here is Reichenberger. She'll square up from the left wing, and it is good. Nice looking shot there from Riley Reichenberger, the 5'5" sophomore, and a much needed shot there for the Lady Bulldogs. Grizzly lead now 32-13, about 65 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Terrible pass.
Yeah, it was, as it was just corralled by Elsie Sorrell. And Stewart will come away with it here at the top. Now Perez right side. Sorrell sets her a screen. She'll throw it to Sorrell off of the screen, and the layup is short. No good. Offensive rebound by Stewart. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. And that will be the Lady Bulldogs' 6th team foul compared to the Grizzlies' 7. But that clearly has not been a problem as the score reads 32-13 Grizzlies.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs wouldn't have even been put in that position if you box out. I'm sure it's what
right.
the coach is thinking about right now is we got to put a body on somebody.
As Stewart's free throw is long, no good. Coming in for the Lady Bulldogs is number 12, Abby Veely, and number 24, the freshman Camden Eichison, and setting down is number 13, the freshman Jones. And number 25, Kaylee Thorpe, as Carson Stewart's second free throw is up and good. Grizzly lead now 20 with just under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here is Veely catching it just inside the three-point line. She's forced to kick it back out to Eichison. Eichison being worked by Perez, and it will be a 5-second count. Jasmine Perez has been working so hard on the ball, and we're going to have a timeout, Lady Bulldogs here. It's a full timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds here on KLKC.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
(33-13), Lady Grizzlies with 41.3 on the clock in the first half. So an amazing, if they can close it out, this would be categorized as what I would call an amazing first half. It's coming into this game, Will and I were talking about how this is a tight race. It's Independence, Chanute, Pittsburgh, Labette County, and Labette County is making a statement so far tonight in this one.
Well, I think they've been taken for granted a lot through all this. They don't look to be that team. Go for it.
Sure. Here's Hayward slowing it down off of the kind of chaotic entry pass from Perez to Stewart. Here's Hayward now, right block. She'll throw it across the paint to Perez, and she'll have it stolen away here by Eichison. The freshman showing her skills here with 20 seconds to go in the first half. She's forced to pick it up as Perez is all over her. Her bounce pass is corralled by Veely, and it's going to be a 10-second call. Coach Snyder, as well as the rest of the bench, love that one. As you knew, it had to have been getting close, and they finally called it.
High motor of Jasmine Perez.
Yes, as she created the havoc on Eichison.
She got blocked, and then she went and got the ball back.
That's the second time that she has given the Lady Grizzlies the ball back after a turnover. And the entry pass is stolen away, however, here by Reichenberger. She's coming 2-on-1. She'll give it up to Veely, who right-handed layup is good. 33-15, 5 seconds on the clock. Lady Grizzlies basketball. Here's Hayward, 2 seconds on the clock. She's got to put something up. Lauren Forbes hoists one from the volleyball line, and it is no good. So at the end of one half, 33-15, Lady Grizzlies. We will take a quick 2-minute timeout here on KLKC. You just listened to a half of Lady Grizzly basketball.
It can happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast.
Better call 911.
At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do, and this is the right tool for that job.
(33-15). Lady Grizzlies lead this one over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence here at the half. And Will, as you mentioned earlier, we don't have necessarily stats, but for the Bulldogs, they just have 15 points. And I believe that Abby Veely has 7 or 8.
Probably pretty close.
7 or 8 of those points. So without her, this definitely isn't a ball game. But with her, this definitely has the potential to possibly be one. As this half kind of reminds me of the Towanda Circle game here in Harrison. Whenever we did come in thinking, okay, this is going to be a barn burner, and Labette County plays an outstanding first half, and we're like, my goodness, if they keep this up, it's going to be a running clock. But here came Kimberly Cook and the Thunderbirds and created a very tight fourth quarter. Now, is this going to be the same case tonight? I don't know.
Yeah, one thing
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to turn into be a ball game. But you sit back, and I've been sitting here thinking about the last 3 games for Labette County, even 4 probably. Go all the way back to where they lost their first round matchup. The Lady Grizzlies have flipped the switch defensively, and all the coaches that come in and play against the Lady Grizzlies, they plead for fouls. But I don't really think the Lady Grizzlies are fouling that much, but it is a very overwhelming, pressuring defense that just never stops.
We were sitting in front of some Bulldog fans here behind us, and you could tell that they were getting a little bit antsy about the foul calling, but the Bulldogs were in the bonus with over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that they didn't, I don't even know if they went to the free throw line off of that bonus. They got a couple shooting fouls, but they didn't really take advantage of that bonus and really get to the rim and try to draw fouls. So, that's not really an excuse, especially for a 18-point lead. Come on. I definitely do not expect, as you kind of touched on, these Grizzlies to take their foot off the gas at all, especially on the defensive end. And a lot of their points have come off of steals, turnovers, whatever it may be. And the on-the-ball defense at the half-court line and forward, especially from Jasmine Perez, has been really, really good. Really good. If you're a guard for the Bulldogs, you don't really want the ball right now, as these Grizzly guards are making you just eat it, in the terminology that I like to use. So the Bulldogs are just uncomfortable, and they're not really getting any good post feeds on offense. It's just not going their way, and credit to the Grizzly defense.
Yeah, as we approach time, I'm going to go ahead and hit our ads one more time for you here, Jack, as the band's getting a little loud in here. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. We also say thank you to Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Parson Wall Funeral Homes, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Nodine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. We're 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from the start of second half action in here at Harrison Gymnasium. Let's take one final 2-minute timeout. We come back. We'll be ready for second half action.
as we just surpassed the 2-minute mark to resume play here in the second half here in Harrison Gymnasium. The Grizzly band continues to toot their horns as the Grizzlies, for those of you just tuning in, played a great first half on both ends as they have a lead 33-15 over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. And looking back at my keys, I kind of like to look back at the keys at the end of the first half to see how they did. Offensive rebounding was pretty normal, which is a good thing. The transition offense was good. I can recall a couple missed layups. A couple of those weren't contested. So, but overall, the transition offense has been pretty good due to the fact of the really good on-the-ball defense on this end. And making the 2-footers was my other key. 50-50, done okay. But, I mean, I'm not going to be too hard on them. It's not like the Bulldogs aren't there. But with a 33-15 lead, I'd say that they've met those keys pretty well.
Now we'll see what kind of keys you can draw for a boys game. It looks to be highly interesting.
Yeah, as we have a 6-6.
6-6 and 6-7. I guarantee you one of my keys is going to be guard D paint.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, I wonder, as we have just a few minutes here before these girls go out here, do you double him before he catches it? Do you double him when he catches it? I don't know, but you have to.
I think you play a 2-3 zone.
Okay, that's okay.
Front him and behind him and hope that's enough.
Yeah, because we've talked about the Grizzlies in the paint, and it's not like they're bad at it, but it's just not, it doesn't come natural.
But then, Jack, we talk about having to guard these two guys. You talk about guarding a 6'6", 6'7". What about if we look over at Frontenac in 3A? They got a 6'11 kid, dude.
What?
Frontenac has a 6'11 post player who can shoot it from 3 and dunk it.
I'm going to have to give Bill Self a text as we conclude our matchups here tonight. As Brandon will inbound it to Dean here to open things up in the second half.
I'd say height has made its way into Southeast Kansas.
Yes, yeah, no doubt.
You got Moyer over at Girard. He's 6'8".
Oh, yeah, yep. Here is Brandon in the left corner squaring up from 3, and it is good. Nothing but net for Madison Brandon. You wouldn't want to open up the second half any other way. 36-15, Labette County.
And it's inside out. That came from Sorrell on the inside. He let it touch the paint, and there it was.
And here's an offensive foul here. It will be on number 14, Mariah Bollinger. I wanted to hear if he pronounced it Bollinger or Bollinger, and it is Bollinger, as she set an illegal screen there on the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Dean off of the skip pass from Forbes. Dean gives it right back to Forbes. Forbes sets the offense up here. She'll give it up to Stewart, left side, going one-on-one with Thorpe. She'll take the baseline, and she'll be cut off by Veely, and it'll be stolen here. Here comes Veely. Nobody's stopping her. All of our backs are turned, and Forbes will poke it away from behind, and it'll tumble out of bounds. It'll still be Lady Bulldogs basketball. And that's something that they've done really good tonight, is off of turnovers. They've recovered really quickly and made a difference really quick off of those turnovers. Inbounding it for the Bulldogs is Thorpe. She's searching, and in the corner will be Veely. Backing it out to the top. She'll pick up her dribble. A 3 is head faked here by Thorpe, giving it back to Veely. Veely gets to the right elbow, kicks it back out to Thorpe. Thorpe and Veely kind of playing catch on this possession, but here's Bollinger taking it. Here's baseline. It is Reichenberger, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be the Lady Grizzly basketball. As Reichenberger kind of looks at her bench and says, I didn't touch it. But either way, it's Lady Grizzly basketball, and Independence is picking them up here almost full court, and they'll break it. Here's Dean now. Forbes up ahead. Forbes turns and backs it out to Dean. Now Stewart at the top. Stewart hits Brandon right side in front of the student section. Sorrell sets her a ball screen. Brandon squares up from behind the arc, and it's good for Madison Brandon.
You can't go under a ball screen against a shooter.
No, you can, and that is exactly what they did. Brandon had all kinds of room there. 39-15. Brandon with 6 of the Grizzlies' 6 points here in the second half. Here's Stewart working on Veely. Veely denies to use the Powell screen, but she'll give it to her. And Powell throws it right back to Veely off the cut. Nice looking offense, but the layup is no good. Rebounded here by Lauren Forbes. Now Stewart up ahead to Sorrell. Sorrell looking backside for Brandon, who was calling for it, but she can't get it. Here's Dean at the top, now Stewart. Stewart trying to work on Thorpe. She'll throw it to Sorrell at the top. Now Brandon. She's hot. She'll dribble to the corner and pick it up and kick it back out to the top. Stewart, she'll take a lane, put up a floater off the glass. Strong, no good. Rebound here by number 30, Riley Powell. That was the first attempt from inside the paint we've seen for a while for these Lady Grizzlies. Quickly on the other end is Bollinger inside, and it's rejected.
That was a volleyball spike.
Yes, it was. And a jump shot is no good by Bollinger. And Forbes is going to skip it all the way ahead to Brandon in the paint. She'll corral it. Left-handed layup is strong, no good. Rebounded by Anna Dean, who puts it back up and in. So 41-15. Lady Grizzlies looking comfortable here tonight.
Go ahead, Jack.
And we have a timeout. Lady Bulldogs. And it's a 30. So we'll just keep it here. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, it's one of those things right now, you're coaching effort. 41-15, there's not much more you can do, but I'm sitting here watching. Brandon's gotten open twice. And even on that possession where Sorrell didn't find her, I don't think we've seen a team yet, if you think back through the schedule, that just full on.
That's true.
Boxed her, don't let her see it, 50, whatever you want to call full man denial of Madison Brandon. She saw that a ton last year.
Yeah.
I don't think she's seen it hardly at all this year.
That is true, and that's something that I had, like, especially after you said it, recalled and starting to notice. She is one of the best shooters in the SEK, if not the best. And you're right, she gets all kinds of looks. And, I mean, you're not just going to completely shut somebody down to the point where they just can't get a look, but she gets a lot. And good ones. Like, a lot of the times they'll forget that she's in the corner. That's a popular one. They'll lose her in the corner off of the ball movement. And I give credit to the other Grizzlies on that because there's a lot to look out for on this Lady Grizzly squad. Here's Veely with the rock on this possession for the Bulldogs. She'll hand it off to Bollinger, who tries to get inside. Sorrell cuts her off. Come and get it at the top. Cutting inside is Thorpe. She'll get it. Kick it out to Veely for 3. Short, no good. Nice looking stroke there, though, from Veely. Rebounded here by Carson Stewart. Here's Elsie Sorrell now flinging it up to the low left side. Lauren Forbes corrals it on the baseline. Here's Brandon squaring up for her third 3 of the quarter, and it is good for Madison Brandon. She is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Describe what we just saw, Will. Describe.
We just saw the student section front row all hit the deck right in front of the bleachers and start rowing the canoe for 3 in a row.
As Veely gets inside the paint and banks it home for 2. So the scoring continues for Veely here in the third quarter as she now, I believe, has 9 points. So over half of the Lady Bulldogs' points. And here is Sorrell on the other end inside scoring for 2 off of the feed from Anna Dean on the outside. So 46-17, you heard me right. Lady Grizzlies here halfway through the third quarter. Here's Veely getting inside, blocked by Anna Dean. Recovered here by Lauren Forbes. It is a one-on-one, her and Thorpe. She'll take it left side, and she's fouled by Thorpe. So a beautiful job there by Anna Dean, and then Forbes to turn it into transition and possibly points. Yes, it was. She's got, I think, 3 now. Did she have the volleyball spike down here earlier? So she's got 3 blocks.
But that one, that was the most impressive because she met Veely right at the top.
And Forbes' first free throw is up and hits the rim twice and rattles out, no good. 2 new Grizzlies checking in. Claire Carnahan replaces Carson Stewart, and Jasmine Perez replaces Elsie Sorrell. And we have a new Bulldog, number 13, Alexandra Jones, replacing Mariah Bollinger. Forbes' second free throw is on its way, and it is short, no good. Offensive rebound here by Anna Dean. She puts it right back up and in. Anna Dean is working so hard
by
for
far
these Lady
the best
Grizzlies.
game she's played all season.
I agree, and she had definitely stepped it up the past couple weeks anyways, but you're right.
About since the third round of the Burlington tournament.
Yes. She's just started to play with that grit that we know she's always had. Here's Thorpe squaring up from deep, almost a frustration shot, but they need one. And it's off the mark, no good, rebounded by Carnahan. Here's Perez skipping it up ahead to Brandon, who hits Dean on the other side, and her hook shot's no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to try to pad her stats. They've been great.
Brandon was throwing that before she even saw her. It's like she knew Dean was there, and she just turned to throw it.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1, and the defender sucked in to Brandon, leaving Dean open. And then she had to recover and fouled her. Dean's first free throw is good. Coming into the game is Shelby Wilson replacing Lauren Forbes. And number 21, Mercy Smith, and number 24, Camden Eichison come into the game replacing Thorpe and Reichenberger. As Dean's second free throw is good. I believe she's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 50-17. Lady Grizzlies making a statement tonight in Harrison Gymnasium. Here's Wilson going one-on-one with Eichison. Eichison will kick it out to the left side. Powell takes 2 dribbles and has it stolen away by Anna Dean. She's doing everything tonight on both ends of the court for the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Carnahan
why
in the
not
corner.
shoot the 3?
Yeah, why not? As she got it right back from Carnahan. Inside now, Brandon from Perez. Here's Wilson squaring up for 3. It's short, no good. And Dean saves it, but it is landing in the hands of Veely, and she's going to try to come the other way. Perez gets a hand on it, and it's stolen by Wilson. Here's Wilson up ahead to Perez, up ahead to Dean. She'll turn pass to Brandon. She spins, and it's off the glass. No good, but she is fouled. This is just wild in a good way. This isn't chaotic. It's controlled.
It's probably the best game we've seen the Lady Grizzlies play. Offensively, defensively, there really hasn't been a stretch where it's just, man, this is bad basketball.
Yeah.
Like we've seen already out in the season. I mean, the shot from Wilson, probably not the best shot from her. She didn't look like she ever got her hand underneath it, so it was a line drive, shot put, shot.
As Brandon's first free throw is up and good, coming into the game is Elsie Sorrell and Claire Carnahan, and checking out is Anna Dean and Lauren Forbes. We have a couple new Bulldogs checking in. I didn't see who sat down, but on the court we do have Smith, Veely, Eichison. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. As Brandon's second free throw is good, they're turning the wrong way, so I just give up. I'm trying to read their number, their shoulders facing me, and then they just turn and look the opposite way. It's so hard to see their numbers.
Jack's favorite say, oh, who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I can't, it's just hard. As Veely head fakes in the corner on Perez, takes 2 dribbles and kicks it back out to Eichison. Ball being whipped around the perimeter. Here's Smith now left corner. She'll kick it out. Here is a 3 from Veely, short, no good, rebounded by Perez.
I'll tell you what, who's quietly having a really good game is Jasmine Perez tonight.
I know. Yeah, she's doing a lot of the things that go unseen in the scoring book. Here's Carnahan at the top, throwing it inside to Perez, who puts it up, and she's fouled. It looked pretty clean, but he had a lot better angle than we did, as Veely kind of just throws her hands up in the air, as that will be Veely's just first personal, as aggressive as she has been, just her first personal and 5th team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Grizzlies yet to commit a foul here in the second half. Wilson's first free throw is up and off the mark, short.
You might see a technical by the end of the night if it keeps this pace.
Yeah, and not from a coach.
No.
From the players.
Yeah.
It's getting a little dicey, you're right. As Wilson's second free throw is a line drive, short, no good. Rebounded here by Eichison. Eichison throws it now to the corner. Here is Stover. Stover, that's the number I was trying to see. Haley Stover checking in, the junior.
Doesn't help her hair comes down to the back of her number.
Yeah, that is true. Here is Eichison looking inside, nothing there. Now Stover acted like she was going to square up from deep on Carnahan, but she'll kick it out to Smith now. Smith head fakes and penetrates. She'll kick it out to the left elbow. Here is Jones. And a 3 by Eichison is strong, no good. Rebound here by Shelby Wilson as it was tipped around prior, but she will corral it. Here is Perez now pushing up. Grizzlies not letting up at all on the offensive end as Carnahan corrals it now inside to Sorrell from Wilson. She'll turn, shoot, and score. Elsie Sorrell loves it whenever she catches it right there.
It's one of those things. You've got your 2 best players out of the game in Dean and, well, really your top, well, there's Carson. You got your top 2 players out of the game in Dean and Brandon. You're letting your bench play, but why would you don't want to mess up your flow of your offense, especially heading into a big game on Thursday.
Right, yeah, and this is good minutes and good conditioning, too, to play in a game where it hasn't stopped until just now as Veely gets inside and she's fouled. So Veely will go to the line for her 5th and 6th free throw of the night. This one is short, no good. 1 minute and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Grizzly lead 54-17. Madison Hayward checking in for Jasmine Perez. Great minutes tonight from Jasmine Perez as she takes a seat. Veely's second free throw, dribble, is up, and it is good for Abby Veely. So kind of a break the ice shot there as the inbounds pass is tipped out of bounds. Nice defense from Veely on this end. It will be Lady Grizzly ball, however.
And it's funny, Veely's the only one up here. The
Yeah.
other Bulldogs are like, hey, come back here.
Yeah, we keep getting beat over the top. Just settle down back here. As Veely will drop back this time. Here's Carnahan off the skip from Stewart. Right back to Stewart at the top, who's going to cross the logo.
I'm going to change subject a little bit on you as I just see former assistant coach of Labette County Grizzly basketball, Clint Whitty, darken the door down here by the old locker room as Coach Smith makes way over to say hello to an old friend.
Oh, you got to love it. It's a family reunion here in Harrison tonight. Just look at him over there. It makes me want to cry. 54-18 Labette County off of a Grizzly miss. Here comes the Bulldogs. Veely is long, no good off the 3. It's saved, however, from going out of bounds by Smith. And she'll throw it back inside to Jones, who shoots, and she's fouled. I can't tell you how many hours I spent with those guys in that corner. I mean, you as well.
It's a lot of wisdom down there in that
It
corner.
is.
Many summers, many days of conditioning, just a lot of time. I will recall Clint Whitty hitting a curb at a summer basketball camp and saying, I don't know why they put it there anyways.
Yeah, I'm sure you could tell I could tell a bunch of stories about Whitty and Smith and that group. Great guys. As the first free throw is up and short, no good by Jones. A couple of freshmen, Itchison and Jones, have gotten they've gotten hefty minutes tonight. And this Bulldog team is going to be pretty good down the stretch. As Jones' second free throw is strong, no good. Rebound tracked down here by Veely, who came out of nowhere, and slowing it down will be Reichenberger, who just checked in. She'll give it right back to Veely, who will turn and go baseline and put it up off the side of the backboard. No good, but however, she's fouled. So Veely's going to go back to the free throw line for her 7th and 8th free throw of the ball game. So she's done a good job attacking the paint here. 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. This quarter, especially the last couple of minutes, has taken a while as the fouls have started to balance again, as the Grizzlies have 3 team fouls earlier. They just had 0. As Veely's first free throw is up and good. Checking into the game is Ashante Smith, replacing Elsie Sorrell.
Sorry, I'm texting Coach Williams. I said, man, they let you in the door.
As Veely's second free throw is up and good. Here is Wilson running the point for Labette County. Stewart acts like she wants it, and she'll get it here at the logo. She swings it. Here's Hayward. Hayward loses it, but gets it back. Now Smith in the corner. She'll fling it up to almost the top of the key, Carnahan, who continues to swing it. Here's Stewart. Hits Carnahan off the cut. Right back to Wilson, who head faked on a 3. She'll swing it back now to the opposite side to Hayward. Here's Smith hitting a cutting Wilson, and we're going to have a holding foul here on Reichenberger. So that'll be the 6th team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. One more puts the Grizzlies in the bonus for the rest of the ball game. That will be Riley Reichenberger's, just her first personal foul, 6th team foul as I mentioned. Here's Wilson inbounding it for the Lady Grizzlies, looking inside. She'll find Carnahan, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Grizzlies here. Coach Snyder signaling the inbound play 1. I wonder what 1 means. Maybe a set shot in the corner for Wilson. As the inbounds goes to the corner, Smith. Off the screen comes Wilson. My prediction holds true. She puts it up, but it's blocked by Reichenberger. Rebounded here by Smith. She hits the deck. And here come the Bulldogs following. And we're going to have a jump ball. It'll be Lady Bulldog basketball. As usually, the inbounds play where the inbounder goes to the corner off the screen for a 3. It seems like that's usually called 1 for some reason. I don't know why. You're a coach.
Yeah. I think it's just simple.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's set up in a 1. I don't know. It's just been the way it's
I know
been.
It was a wild question.
But I will say, make sure you stay here in between games, right before tip-off of the boys' action. We will have, they're going to be presenting Coach Smith with a basketball that he does not know he will be receiving. So,
really?
I don't know exactly what's going to be on the basketball, but they are presenting him with one tonight.
As Veely gets the and 1 on the inside, and she'll go to the line to try to convert her and 1.
Which explains Whitty being here now.
There you go.
Because now all
starting
of his
to put
former
some things
assistants
together.
are here.
As Veely's free throw is long, off the mark, off the and 1 opportunity. It'll be Lady Grizzly basketball. I knew that he was going to get a ball. I didn't know that he was unaware. We could see some tears tonight.
The way I understand, he does not know it's coming.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love Coach Smith. Here's Carson Stewart beating multiple Bulldogs, but she'll kick it out. Short corner, Ashante Smith, who puts it up short, no good. Rebounded by Carnahan. Her second chance shot is no good. Rebound Mercy Smith for the Bulldogs. She's dribbling with her head up, but nothing there as she's tracked down here by Smith. 9 seconds on the clock. Smith in the corner for 3, short, no good. Rebounded by Shelby Wilson with 3 seconds on the clock. And we have a jump ball here. It'll be Lady Grizzly basketball with 2.7 reading on the clock.
She would have hit that. There wouldn't have been a running clock to start fourth quarter.
That is true, as we are nearing a running clock here, as Will mentioned. 54-22 Lady Grizzlies. Can they get that running clock here with 2.7 on the clock? Hayward off the inbound. She'll just dribble it out here, it looks like, as the buzzer does sound at the end of 3. Lady Grizzlies 54, Lady Bulldogs 22. We will take a quick 30-second timeout here on KLKC. You're listening to Lady Grizzly basketball.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do. And this is the right tool for that job.
Welcome back, everybody, to Harrison Gymnasium, home of the Labette County Grizzlies, as the Lady Grizzlies hold a 54-22 lead here at the conclusion of 3 quarters. And we have a score update if you're interested in men's basketball. The number 2 ranked
Jack and
team,
I are scoreboard watching.
Yeah, the number 2 ranked team in the country, the Baylor Bears, hold a 7-point lead over the Texas Longhorns. A nice top 10 matchup there inside the Big 12. As the 2 squads make their way onto the court to wrap things up here in the 4th quarter.
And surprising, Coach Snyder returns 4 of her starters to the lineup.
Yeah, I saw her at the end. As the buzzer sounded, she turned and just pointed quickly to 4 players, and I thought, okay, bench players. But no, as you mentioned, here come 4 starters for this Grizzly squad. With the ball is the freshman Eichison. Now right side, here is Smith looking inside. Nothing there, stolen away by Anna Dean. She's just racking it in tonight on both ends. Here's Brannon in the corner. She'll throw it inside to the block. Searle, she'll turn, shoot, and score. Nice look inside from Brannon, and an unselfish decision. I would expect nothing less, as Brannon could have shot the 3, but threw it inside for the easy 2. Entry pass stolen away on the other end by Jasmine Perez. She'll skip pass it up ahead to Brannon. Left-handed layup is good, as that shot crept over the front of the rim, so the Grizzlies just left jab, right jab, uppercut. Independence cannot breathe.
No, and at this point, I don't know if it's defense or just frustration on Independence. It's just like they're just throwing it around.
As we do have a baseline jumper, no good, but a foul here will be called on the Lady Grizzlies, as Mercy Smith was getting a little aggressive there and is finding herself with 2 shots at the free throw line, as we do have a running clock. Smith's first free throw is up, and it is good. And just looking around at the stands, if I'm being honest, it looks normal. Because usually more people show up as it nears time for the boys' game. So this is about what it looks like. Obviously a little less people, but it looks pretty darn close to a normal season.
Yeah.
As Mercy's second free throw is short, no good. It'll be Lady Grizzly basketball.
Oh, except for the band's taking up half the other side over there.
That is true. That does make it a little bit more
I'm
hollow.
sure it's got the Brandons and the Deans frustrated, because they're usually sitting right to the left of the table across the way.
The people do usually have their routinely placed seating mats prior to the game, as they like to sit in the same spot. As we have a turnover here on the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Veely on the other end. Entry pass here to Jones. Her turn and shoot is no good. Here comes Perez on the other end, not slowing down. Nice look to Madison Brandon, who lays it in for 2.
What
Beautiful
a pass.
Look there. Beautiful.
What a pass.
Yeah, it was. She was dribbling like her head down and then just flung it unexpectedly across the paint to an open Brannon. Here is Eichison with the ball, giving it up to Smith. She'll hoist a desperation 3 and can it. Nothing but net there for Mercy Smith. A nice look there for the junior. 60-26 Labette County, 5.5 and counting to go in this one. Here's an entry pass to Sorrell from Dean, as she'll turn, shoot, and score. As we always say, when Elsie Sorrell catches the ball, extending this Grizzly lead to 36.
It's layup after layup right now, too, for the Lady Grizzlies.
It is, and here comes Veely just throwing up a stray shot, but she's fouled. So Veely's going to get 2 more looks from the free throw line. She's nearing 10 free throws on the night, as I believe this will be her 8th and 9th attempt, as she had an and 1 in the first half. Veely's first free throw is on its way, and it is short, no good. 2 new Grizzlies checking in. It'll be Shelby Wilson and Abby Pegues, who we have yet to see. Checking out is Lauren Forbes and Madison Brannon. And I almost forgot, as Will shows me the score, we have a Sunflower Showdown tonight. Kansas State Wildcats take on the Kansas Jayhawks in Allen Fieldhouse. Never mind. As Veely's second free throw is up and good. I'm done dogging the Hawks, man. I'm done. I'm done. As Perez will get it
we can
off
talk
the
Chiefs football on Sunday.
Yeah. As Perez breaks in between 2 Bulldog defenders, here is Wilson at the foot of the logo, harassed by Veely. She'll try to cross over and has it almost stolen away, and Veely will create a jump ball on Shelby Wilson. It'll stay with Labette County, but Wilson getting a little bit loose with the basketball there.
She went behind the back, and all of a sudden, as soon as she brought it back in front, they were sitting there waiting on it.
As Pegues will catch it off the inbound from Wilson, she works her way across the half-court line. She is also harassed here by almost said Stover. It is Reichenberger. In the corner is Sorrell. Inside Perez, and it is good for 2.
And they're playing man-to-man defense. It's just like Independence is losing their man on every screen.
Yeah, on those low blocks. We'll catch it in the corner, and there they are wide open at the block to turn and shoot. Here is Bulldog basketball on the other end. It will be Reichenberger working it around the perimeter. Now at the top, cutting back door is Reichenberger, and it'll be stolen away here by the Grizzlies. Here's Wilson skipping it up ahead to Elsie Sorrell. Now Perez in the low left corner. She'll shoot a floater from the baseline and get it to go. Nothing but net. As Snyder just kind of looks around with kind of a funny look on her face.
How can you tell? She has a mask on.
Well, she kind of had it pulled down and was looking to the left. But that was like a 15-foot floater from Jasmine Perez. And we have a steal here by Anna Dean. Who else would it be? Here's another floater from Perez, and it will almost find its way home. And she's going to get a quick foul here as Veely quickly was wanting to come the other way. 66-27, 2:50 and counting to go in this one. We do have a running clock, so as the refs signal, it will be a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs on this end. Clock will continue to run here. 3 new Grizzlies checking in. Hayward, Smith, and Carnahan.
Make it
4. Dewey. Those 4 will replace Perez, Dean, Sorrell, and Shelby Wilson, who doesn't realize she's checking out yet. Now she does.
She's like, what? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just burning more time off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As Veely will go to the line for now her 10th free throw of the night. I don't know how I know that, but I'm almost positive that that's true. As it creeps over the net, I'm telling you, and it is good. I'm telling you, I'm almost positive that this is her 11th free throw somehow. We don't have a stat sheet for those of you wondering why I'm talking about this. As Veely's second free throw is up and good, nothing but net, 66-29. Veely doing all she can to make this score respectable for her Bulldogs, but it's kind of past that point. But what do? Quit? I mean, you can't quit. As checking in is Smith for the Bulldogs, replacing Veely. It's about 90 seconds to go here in this one. Here's Smith catching it in the corner, kicking it back out to Pegues. Now Hayward. Here's Dewey in front of the student section. Here's Pegues trying to come off of the screen. Nice defense by Reichenberger, cutting her off on the cut. Here's Hayward now. Reichenberger gambles. Pegues finds a lane, kicks it out to Smith for 3 in the corner, and it rattles home for Ashante Smith. The bench loves it. They always get the loudest when a bench player makes a 3, and we saw it there, especially whenever she doesn't shoot that many threes.
Yeah, one of those things where if you're a starter, you love to see it.
Right. As we have a steal here by Audrey Dewey, and she has it poked away on the other end by Eichison.
But you also know these are the girls that have to go against our starting 5 every day in practice.
That
I'm
is
sure
true.
they take a brunt of it every day.
That is very true. Here is Dewey giving it to Pegues. She has a baseline. She'll put up a layup. No good, but she's fouled, and she hits the deck. Looks like that foul will go on Reichenberger as we are surpassing the 40-second mark in this one. Clock is still running as Pegues goes to the line to shoot 2. As it looks like this could be the end here, as her first free throw's long, no good, maybe not. 22 seconds and counting in this one. 69-29, Labette County, an even 40-point lead here in this one. Pegues' second free throw is up and good. Nothing but net there from Abby Pegues. 10 seconds and counting on the clock. Here come the Bulldogs. Can they make a desperation shot? Here is Reichenberger. Now back out to Smith. Smith wanted to shoot, but she'll give it up now to Eichison. 1 second on the clock. She'll put it up. No good off the glass. So what a statement win for these Lady Grizzlies here in this one. 70-29. The Lady Grizzlies are victorious in this one over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. We will take a quick 2-minute timeout and talk more about this one here in the postgame show sponsored by Bowen Pharmacy. 2 minutes here on KLKC.